Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another personal transport ship that's great for a bit of light exploration, as well as going over to a nearby trade station to do, well, a bit of trading. So this thing over here is called the Sparrow Personal Transport, which, well, is a very great, very compact little ship that uses only atmospheric thrusters. And as you can see at the back here, we've got ourselves dual flat atmospheric thrusters tied together, which does create a nice little spectacle when driving this around in a third-person view. So looking from behind there we go, we see we've got a dual fan setup. This looks very, very nice. But anyway, pressing F10 and finding it in spawn menu, the Sparrow Personal Transport is 218 small blocks, using the Warfare 2, Dairy Block number 3, Wasteland, Automatons, and Sparks to the Future DLC packs. Where you see here that it states that this baby is amazing for nothing at all, and it's fast, it's quick, and tons of fun. And that it is after driving around for a fair bit of time before crashing it into the ground after bumping it into a tree. Anyway, down to here's your specifications of all the very important stuff to know about it. We're going to ignore that, give it a thumbs up, move around towards the very front, have a quick look around the outside, then go drive around for a bit, and then I suppose we'll just slam it into the ground. But that looks very wonky with how it's been situated, so I'm going to get into this, jetpack on, all the way up, and just tilt it down slightly. There we go, that'll do quite nicely. So yes, for the very front of the Sparrow Personal Transport, this is what we get, and that's a bunch of grey steel blocks make up the entire body of this vehicle, with 2 spotlights to light up darkness. As you can see on the very left and right hand side, we've got then 4 more spotlights currently turned off, so we can turn them on if we're using a very dark skybox, where it is completely pitch black at night. Anyway, moving up slightly, we've got a few window blocks to make sure we don't get any bugs in our face as we were to scoot around at high speeds. And across over to this section, we see some fantastic use of our armoured panels, creating a small little loop all the way around in front of those flat atmospheric thrusters. Looking at it on the side, there we go, so we've got even more atmospheric thrusters for our left and right, a very dangerous place to actually put them, because if we were to hop up onto this, we're going to be grabbing onto that neon tube, and then going into the cockpit, but it's very easy to put your foot onto this section, and maybe get it cut in half. Anyway, yes, onto this part, we then got some barred window blocks, just connecting up the front and back sections of those armoured panels, and also going towards our back interior lights. Around towards the very back of this thing, there we go, so we've got our connector docker up, 2 heat vents that will open up as we were to drive this thing around, we've got 4 cargo containers on here for you to store a few bits and bobs inside, and then we've got 2 red lights acting as our brake lights. Moving all the way up and looking down, there we go, so not too much to talk about up here. We can get a bit closer onto this section, where we just about make out the rest of the curvature of our flat atmospheric thrusters. Towards the front, there's our little seat, and a bunch of little hodgepodge of all different stuff for us to use on our adventure. So over here we then got ourselves our antenna, right behind there is our remote control block with gyroscope sitting on top of it. Behind the seat we then see a small little battery just, well, poking out with its green lights. And then towards the front here, not too much else to talk about. Anyway, moving all the way up and looking towards the front, there's another Warfare battery being partially covered up by some armoured panels. All the way down underneath this thing, here we go, so there's another atmospheric thruster to keep us off the ground. There's a secondary one, there is the bottom of our connector, and onto that side we can see once again our flat atmospheric thruster, partially covered up by some barred window blocks. And there we are with the outside. So yes, it's a very compact design, very nice shape with it, it's very artistic with how the arm panel's been set around those atmospheric thrusters at the back there. I suppose without further ado, I'm going to grab on my character, press I, come into here and actually show you the rest of this stuff that has on here. So of course we've got an ore detector so we can go out and about and scout for ore patches. Let's go and turn that up all the way to 50 meters. We've got ourselves our remote control block, so we do end up in a situation where, say, we're all the way up to here and we're on the ground, can easily just access this, and that's what we want to do. So we can come into here, come on to here, find that one, and then take control of it wherever it's gone. There we go, I had to type it in, take control of that, and we can now bring it down to the ground, be able to get inside of it without using our jetpack. Now we can come into here, into the seat, and away we go. But yes, as for that, that's pretty much it for the outside, what this thing has to offer, because we've got no controls whatsoever. Even if we come into this menu and say take over it, we still got no controls on our hotbar. So if you really want to, you could make a master toggle for your atmospheric thrusters, make a toggle for the front atmospheric thrusters so you can go to a little cruise, have controls for your ore detector, your remote control, and maybe do some stuff with your batteries, but that's up to you if you want to do that. So what we're going to do now, drive it around, see how fast it is in each direction, and we'll go and, well, slam it into the ground because there's not too much else to talk about with this thing. So moving forwards, here we go. So as you can see, we've got some nice speed with it, so we can easily skedaddle away from our enemies. They are, say, charging towards us with some guns like Gatling guns, rocket launchers, and all of that. Anyway, coming to a stop, here we go. It's going to be the same as moving forwards, which is bloody fast. There's no risk of the thing slamming into your base at high speeds. Plenty of time for it to stop. That's what we're going to demonstrate it right now. So here we come. Maximum speed. And now we're going to aim down to the ground, let go forwards. and then you can see there's no risk of this thing ever coming down to the ground due to its stopping speed. Anyway, back in third person view, moving left, and we're at a nice speed with that, but nowhere near as fast moving forwards or backwards. Moving down, there we go, and then moving up, again, not as fast as moving forwards or backwards, but still perfectly serviceable at the end of the day. And of course, as for JavaScript controls, I say almost forgot, moving this thing around, here we go. And yes, we've got nice old control over this thing, a slight hint of weight so it's not too unresponsive or overly responsive. It drags just that little bit. It does feel generally quite nice to fly around, as opposed to some ships like small fighters that become really sensitive. And with that, that's pretty much it for what the Sparrow Personal Transport has to offer. It's a fantastic little ship to use in your world in survival mode if you want to say just fly around with something fancy to go from A to B and do a light bit of trading. Of course, you can upgrade with guns if you really want to do that. Remove those spotlights at the front there on the left and right hand section, replace it with some Gatling guns to shoot up a pirate base. That's entirely up to you if you want to do that. So I suppose to finish off this video, here we go all the way down into the ground for a nice big crash in 3, 2, 1. And there we go, a light little crash to end this video. Popping out of here and actually looking at the damage. And well, for flying around at 100 meters per second, it really doesn't look like we did too much damage. Yes, there's quite a lot of blocks missing, but we can easily repair this thing up, get it back into working order, and fly away to live another day. But anyway, yes, that's that for this video. There'll be links to the description below if you wish to download and play around yourself. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.